So Saturday night main event came and went, and I still question why in the hell did WWE did this show for, because you could have put this on Monday Night Raw. That's how boring these matches were. And we're going to talk about that today on this new episode 246. And we're going to go live on this and speak about every match and why these matches were done and why they couldn't wait to Monday Night Raw. So let's get this episode popping.
This is the moment we've all been waiting for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Welcome to another episode of the Chokeslam Wrestling Report. And guys, if you have not joined the channel, subscribe to the channel to get weekly content. We are live, so if you want to ask questions during the live streams, you are entitled to. So let's get this going on. Saturday night main event. Now, WWE decided to do this event on the day before AEW's Double or Nothing. My question to the, even after 24 hours, what was the purpose of this? The John Cena R-Truth match wasn't even the main event, which it was a very sad situation to look at. My thing was, again, why did they even bother to do this Saturday night main event where they could have done this on a Monday Night Raw? Now, I've been saying this since day one. These Saturday night main events are like Saturday Night Raws because this was a boring Saturday night main event. How do you go from doing a pay-per-view or Backlash? I think what's a Backlash, the last pay-per-view, which it was a great pay-per-view, to a Saturday night main event show that did not bring no excitement at whatsoever. And many will disagree. And many of them will be WWE shields, WWE, universe, that see that the company does not do anything bad. Nothing, WWE doesn't do anything wrong in their eyes. But I am here to tell you that that's not true. WWE, I don't know why they made this Saturday night main event, because it was pretty much worthless. If you think about it, the first match of the night was CM Punk and Sami Zayn against Bron Breakker and Seth Rollins. Now, we have seen this pretty much all the time. If it's not Sami Zayn against Bron Breakker, it's CM Punk against Seth Rollins. This feud between Rollins and Punk is now no longer exciting at all. It's not. Many will not agree with me, but this feud between these two has now gotten to a point where now it's boring. And the match started off with these guys going at it outside the ring, blase. And, at the end of the day, if you look at it, you ask yourself this question like, okay, it's retarded. It doesn't make any sense to, have this match on a Saturday Night Live or Saturday Night main event, whatever you want to call it, because you could have had this on a Monday Night Raw. And then to top it off, which makes no damn sense, is the fact that during this match, during the ending of the match where Sami Zayn was about to give Seth Rollins the haluva kick, Bronson Reed, the guy who broke his foot back at Survivor Series from jumping from the top of the cage and landing through a table, okay, shows up and attacks CM Punk through a barrier. Now, the first thing that came into my mind was, why is Bronson Reed now with Seth Rollins? Wasn't Bronson Reed with Solo Sikoa a couple of months ago? And this is the problem that I have, okay? And that is no sense. Doesn't make no damn sense. And I could go back to last year where they teased a Rock versus Cody. We get here to SummerSlam, to WrestleMania. It doesn't happen. Instead, it's Cody versus John Cena. Now we have the same situation where now we have Bronson Reed, who was part of Solo Sikoa's bloodline, comes back after coming from an injury and now joins Seth Rollins' group. Now, don't get me wrong. Now the team of Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed is a big, powerful group. But again, why is Bronson Reed? And it's funny because Bronson Reed, when he came back, before he came back, I was thinking, well, you got all these guys from Solo Sikoa's team hurt. You got Tonga Loa, how you call it, torn bicep, Tonga, torn bicep. You got all these two guys hurt. You know what I'm saying? The Gorillas of Destiny, whatever you want to call them in WWE, they hurt. So now you bring in Jeff Cobb. I'm not even going to call him JC Mattel because it's a stupid name. You got Jeff Cobb, Fatu, and Solo Sikoa as a threesome there. You could have brought in Bronson Reed, and you got to have Bronson Reed join Solo Sikoa and have Solo Sikoa feud with Jacob Fatu. These guys had gone at it before. It won't be the first time. I seen them wrestle in House of Glory 2 years ago. You could have done that, but now the team of Solo Sikoa looks weak now because he only has JC Mateo in his group and whatnot to start feuding with Jacob Fatu and whatnot. And so now you bring in Bronson Reed to join Seth Rollins. So when Bronson Reed came in there and interfered in the match, and then he did a tsunami from the top rope splash on Brock Lesnar, that shows me now that not Brock. Why I say Brock Lesnar? Oh, CM Punk. That's what I meant. I don't know why I talk about Brock Lesnar. We are live again. CM Punk, he did a tsunami from the top rope on CM Punk. Now this shows me that this is a new feud that CM Punk is going to have now. And he's not going to be able to beat Bronson Reed. There's no freaking way they're going to have CM Punk beat Bronson Reed. He can't even pick up Bronson Reed over his shoulder to do the, go to sleep. No way in the world. Okay. So now my thing is, now they added a third member in there. Who's going to be the third member to join Sami Zayn and CM Punk? So to me, when this happened, I was like, okay, first of all, the match was not that great. Okay. This is like something I've already seen in Monday Night Raw. And now you add Bronson Reed to Seth Rollins' group, which makes them powerful and whatnot. But again, it doesn't make any sense because, what happens to Solo Sikoa's team now for SmackDown, which makes no sense either because now they only got JC Mattel, aka Jeff Cobb. Stupid JC Mattel, whatever. Anyway, so that was one. Then we had, if I believe, we had Zelina Vega versus Chelsea Green. That match, you could have put that on a SmackDown event for Friday. I was not looking forward to seeing any Chelsea Green matches. First of all, Chelsea Green, I don't care what anybody tells me. They got Chelsea Green as a clown in WWE. Okay, Chelsea Green is a better wrestler than what they show her on TV. And then for her to lose the United States belt to even the worst person that I feel that they've been squashing for years, the only moment she has when she went to Puerto Rico at Backlash 2 years ago was Zelina Vega. When Zelina Vega beat Chelsea Green for the title, I was like, what's the fucking point of giving the belt to Chelsea Green and to take it away for her to lose to a lesser wrestler? I'm going to keep it real because Zelina Vega is not a great wrestler. So Zelina Vega losing the belt to, not Zelina Vega, Chelsea Green losing to Zelina Vega for the belt was stupid. To me, it didn't make no sense. And not only that, but whoever's training Zelina Vega to do the 619 thing, that was the biggest botch that you saw. That 619 was horrible. Okay? And it seems like every pay-per-view, you see these female wrestlers botching in every single match you see on the pay-per-views, on the Sunday Night Main Event. Recently, Zoe Stark just broke her foot or her ankle, whatever it was. So what is going on with the woman division is that they're not timing each other, and people are blaming Kairi Sane for Zoe Stark's injury. Stop. Just stop. Whoever's training these women are not training them correctly. Okay? Because Zelina Vega went for the 619 on Chelsea Green, and she did it horrible. Horrible. Even though she retained the belt, it's not bad. But to me, first of all, I didn't want to see no Chelsea Green, especially what they done to Piper Niven. They got her in this stupid thing with security type bull crap, which makes no sense. Okay? Is Chelsea Green entertaining? Not really. They got her as a clown. They got her in there as a clown. Many of you may not agree and whatnot, but it's the truth. It's the truth and whatnot. So I'm not here to bash WWE in case anybody thinks I'm bashing them. It's not a bashing. It's what it was last night. It's exactly what it was last night. Okay? I'm sure nobody wanted to see no damn Chelsea Green versus Zelina Vega. It's the same shit they were showing last night that they show on SmackDown. So this was not that many event it was. It was showing you the same stupid matches to those people who either don't have Netflix or they don't bother to watch SmackDown Friday night because they're doing things on Friday night or whatever the case may be. Okay? Then we had, where's my phone? I just want to make sure that I'm following up here and whatnot. Shout out to Share Shot Media Sports Group, who I became partner with and whatnot. And we're going to try to do a lot of things together. Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Running Wrestling and whatnot. So while I look for this right now through the matches and whatnot, so let's see. Yesterday, there you go. So then we had the John Cena versus R-Truth match. And I did a podcast this past Tuesday about that, the R-Truth versus Cena match. Who cares? Who cared to watch that match? Okay. It was the typical, now it has become the same thing where John Cena now in every single match, he low blows his opponent, okay, and hits him with the belt and beats him. R-Truth match, I mean, R-Truth came out with John Cena's theme song. My thing is, okay, you're doing something because you John Cena, to talk about he's your boyhood idol, whatever the case may be. And you came out with Cena's gear, and Cena was whooping his ass through the whole match. And the match lasted probably, 5, 7, 8, 10 minutes the most. But I knew it was going to be a joke. I knew the minute they announced this and whatnot, that this was going to be a joke and a very short-lived match. Okay? And Cena ended up doing what he has done the last 3 matches he has had. Low blow, hits you with the belt, match over. That's exactly what happened last night. This match didn't even last probably not even 10 minutes. So again, I asked the question, why? Why did they do this? To promote what? Well, we got the answer last night. After the match, we saw after, actually it was after the Damian Priest. It was before the Damian Priest match where Cena approached Jey Uso and told him, make sure you do not lose to a YouTube influencer, which he was talking about the Logan Paul, who was going to be Jey Uso's match against, he was defending the belt against. So my thing was, okay, so now Jey Uso and Cena have a face-off, right? So sure enough, we see this. Then we go to the Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre match. I never seen a steel cage match where there's no excitement. It was nothing. I mean, because you know what? WWE has watered down the Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre feud. It has. You know what I'm saying? They had McIntyre beat Priest at WrestleMania. They won that, and they should have left it alone because that would have been Drew McIntyre's way of revenge of getting back at Priest for beating him the year before for for cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase to beat Drew McIntyre for the belt. They should have left it alone. No. But they kept on. They kept pushing it. You know what I'm saying? And now the match that they had, even Jesse the Body Ventura, listen, I'm sure WWE was cringing hearing the Jesse the Body Ventura say, I thought it was supposed to be going over the top of the cage. Well, I guess Jesse the Body Ventura has not been in wrestling, but most cages now, either you go through the door or you go to the top of the door. So Jesse the Body Ventura said that Damian Priest went through the door and left like a coward. And I was laughing because I'm like, I'm sure then Gorilla, there's a lot of people in the background cringing, hearing Jesse the Body Ventura speaking his mind off and whatnot. This is one of the biggest criticism that Jesse the Body Ventura used to say back then, back in the 80s. But this match did not live to the expectations. It did not. It did not. And many of you may not agree with me. Many of you would think that I hate WWE for what I'm saying. But if you're a smart wrestling fan, you could go back to a lot of my videos where I had spoken highly about WWE. But this event, WWE didn't need to put this on last night because a lot of these matches were meant for either Monday Night Raw or WWE SmackDown. But I'm going to tell you my theory on this once I finish with everything here. But again, the Drew McIntyre and the Damian Priest match was not, and I'm going to repeat, was not that exciting. I seen better cage matches than this one last night. Okay. And I'm just going to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? The tribalism, I don't play tribalism in my podcast. I don't. And I don't want to hear nothing. I don't praise WWE. I don't praise AEW. If it's wrong, it's wrong. I'm not into the tribalism. But that cage between Damian Priest and, McIntyre was not that great. Again, guys, if you want to ask questions here on the live stream, you're welcome to. Of course, subscribe to the channel to get weekly content. I spelled channel wrong because I was in a rush. But anyway, it happens. But anyway, so the crazy thing about it is then we had the Jey Uso and Logan Paul match. Another match that did not live to the expectation. Okay? Because when Jey Uso was ready to make his comeback, John Cena interfered in the match. Cena attacked Jey Uso for no particular reason. He just attacked him. And Logan Paul was in shock. Like, what are you doing? You're messing up my match and whatnot. And next thing you know, out of nowhere, Cody Rhodes, who has not been seen since WrestleMania, appears to make the save and then announces that Money in the Bank within 2 weeks is going to, and here's the way he said it. Money in the Bank is going to be him and Jey Uso against the tag team of, John Cena and Logan Paul. And I'm saying to myself, so all of a sudden now he's making matches? And so we did all this last night on Saturday Night Main Event to promote what? To promote the main event of the Money in the Bank, which is now it's going to be Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso against Logan Paul and John Cena. Really? This is what we're doing? This is exactly what I said a couple of podcasts ago when I said John Cena is going to be holding on to that belt past SummerSlam, and he'll hold it. I think in Survivor Series, that's where he's going to lose it. Because I can't see nobody else getting that belt back except Cody, getting his second title reign. That's the way I see it. But the thing about this whole WWE doing a Saturday Night Main Event on the day before, Double or Nothing is stupid. Because, what is the biggest thing? What is the biggest thing that wrestling fans, especially WWE Universe wrestling fans, says about AEW? AEW is not competition. AEW is garbage. AEW cannot compete with WWE. Blase, 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 right? But yet, WWE goes and does this Saturday Night main event the day before Double or Nothing and gives us this, I'm gonna keep it real, shitty ass show, because it was a shitty ass show. They could have done way better. I knew things were gonna go bad the minute I saw the first match. The way they started the first match, it was just everybody fighting with each other. And then with Bronson Reed popping out, it was not nothing that I was like, oh my God, look at this. No, it wasn't. The first thing I said was, what the hell is going on here? Why is he joining Seth Rollins? Was he already part of Soul Sakura's team? And that's the thing that people don't put in perspective. It doesn't make no sense. Okay, we didn't need to see Chelsea Green versus Zelina Vega tonight or last night. Okay, the how you call it, the oh my God, the John Cena R-Truth match. We didn't need to see this. We could have seen this in SmackDown as a squash match. We didn't need to see this, but it goes to show you that WWE does worry about AEW a little bit, not much, because they don't need to worry. They're the biggest company in the world, but WWE as of late has not focused on the product. They're focused more on where they're going to be shown that in the public media eye. Who's going to be doing the next movie? Blase. They haven't. If you look at it, the storyline between Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi has not been developed like the way it's supposed to be developed. Okay, they still running the same storyline since WrestleMania, and even before that. Why is Drew McIntyre and another freaking another feud with Damian Priest? They should have finished this already. You know what I'm saying? I think the last match was, I think if I'm correct, I think it was, yeah, the last match was in WrestleMania. That should have been squashed over with, and then and McIntyre could have went up. But no, McIntyre right now, he's even wrestling hurt. So what is going on? People talk about Triple H's cooking and all this bullcrap. They're not cooking. Stop the bullshit. They're not cooking. Same thing with Shawn Michaels. They're talking about, oh, NXT is cooking. It's cooking what? Because at the end of the day, didn't they just cancel a show because they only sold 17% of of tickets, and they had to cancel an NXT show? So what is WWE really focusing on? You know what I'm saying? Are they really focusing on the product, or are they focusing on making more money through media groups and doing this, teaming up with that one, teaming up with this one? And that show last night, after the great show they had on Backlash, this is the shitty show they gave us. This is the shitty show they gave us. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to sugarcoat the shit. And again, and I'm going to repeat myself, I don't hate WWE or WWE. Okay? There's a reason why I have some type of respect in the podcast business, because I don't sugarcoat shit. If this was AEW, I'll talk shit about AEW too. If this was New Japan Pro Wrestling, I would have shitted on New Japan Pro Wrestling. Okay? And I had shitted on both of those fucking groups. TNA, MLW, NWO, I don't care who it is. If it's not what it's supposed to be, if you're not doing what the fans want, I'm going to criticize it. You know what I'm saying? This show last night was not necessary. It was not necessary to be on TV. It wasn't necessary to be shown. All this show should have been shown at a SmackDown event on a Friday or a Monday. Especially, again, when I saw Zelina Vega versus Chelsea Green, I'm like, why? Why? Why are you and we seeing this? So, it's crazy. But that is it for me today, guys. Let me know what you think about this. Honestly, do you think that now WWE figures, you know what? AEW is not really a competition. We ain't worried about it. We got TKO being on us. We're bigger than ever. Do we really gotta satisfy the fan base? And basically they haven't, because right now, this week, they just announced that they're taking WrestleMania 42 out of New Orleans and replacing it with, I believe, Money in the Bank. And I think they're doing WrestleMania at Saudi. Now, I don't know how good idea is that, because ain't nobody going to be traveling from the United States to Saudi Arabia to go see a WrestleMania. If you do, you're stupid. And you know how much money that's going to cost you? Again, WWE doesn't really care about the fan base. I've been saying this for years, even before McMahon left. They don't care. They're all about money. But you got this fan base that swear to they're loyal to the end. And kudos to you. Kudos to you if you're loyal to WWE. You don't care about any other promotion. Kudos to you. But don't complain when you get shitty shows like this. So once again, guys, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, the X, and of course the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and whatnot. Let me know what you think about this. The Saturday Night Letdown, I call it. Let me know what your thoughts, your opinions, and whatnot. Also, follow us on the Unit Podcast Network. Also, we're part of the Chairshot Sport Media Group and whatnot. So follow them and whatnot. So again, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube. Follow me there and let me know what you think, guys. Again, also check out the podcast store, which is tcwr.veryinkpressive.com. That's tcwr.veryinkpressive.com. Let me know what you think about this and whatnot. And I will answer all your comments and whatever for, anything going on. So again, tonight, AEW Double or Nothing. I will be on most likely on Tuesday, giving you my input on the show. So be aware for that. That'll probably be on a 7:30 time and whatnot. So we'll be live on that. And let me know what you think on that. So again, check out all my social media platforms, and we will be back Tuesday. Until then, guys, I'll see you guys soon.